Hi everyone, how are you? Well, this is CoinsKid. Just going to dive into Vechain. Once again, thank you for your continued support across the board here. Sharing is caring. I really do appreciate everything that you do to contribute towards the growth of CoinsKid. It's amazing. Thank you very much. So yeah, diving into the Vechain video right now. You can see it's beautiful. Look at this. I'll always remind you of this. If in doubt, zoom out. It's got boring, it's got flat, and I see so many people getting frustrated, but this is where you're going to effectively in this bull market, and you are in a bull market. Don't forget that. There's no signs yet that it's over. Bitcoin's consolidating, Ethereum's making new highs, it's back testing support. You look to the left, you look to the right, you've got Doge going up, you've got all sorts of appreciation across the board in many different cryptos there, and look at Chainlink mooning right now. So it's just an indicator, a big tick. Yep, we're in a bull run, and there's continuation moving forward, and this is what happens as cycles. Okay, just like I've told you in so many videos, they're just cycles, and this is what it is. You've got this wave 1 up, cycle, wave 3 up, cycle, wave 5 up, another cycle, and it's all wave forms. Okay, people forget that everything works in waves. Human psychology, human emotion drives markets. Okay, so people get bored, lackluster, in the jump ship. So just a reassurance that that's where we expect Vechain to go in this Elliott wave theory right here. So far so good, marching onwards and upwards, obviously backtesting support, adhering and holding support, most importantly for continuation. So that's basically the nice little update for Vechain. I'll see you tomorrow. No, I'm joking. I'm going to dive into the 4-hourly time frame here. So diving into Vechain on the 4-hourly time frame, and you can see that it's unfortunately it has rolled over. You can't avoid that fact, and it did continue yesterday, just like we said. It's a continuation trend. It did roll, and it met our target down there. Okay, it didn't quite come down to this 0236. It's found a key level of support, which is good. It's good. It's confirmation of the fact that it's holding support really well. But like I said to you, when you're under these EMAs, especially on the 4-hourly, and you've got the bearish cross right there, okay, because unfortunately we didn't quite get that repel. But when you're under a bearish cross especially, and you're hitting your head, and you can't get back above it, you're just going to roll at some point. So do anticipate that if it continues to fail to get through this EMA right here in a 4-hourly downtrend, then do anticipate that you potentially could sort of hit your head and roll and at least retest this low, because that's how it works. It'll sort of force it to come back down and test a local low, and that is at 0.845238 right there for Vechain. Now if it was to sort of come down to that level and start to lose that particular low, then do anticipate that you could come down to 0236. There is a bit of a nasty pattern in here right now that Vechain's got going on for itself, and I will show you that particular level right now. Basically you got the support line at the 0381, yeah, at this particular level there, 0938. What I'm going to do, drop that in for you so you can see that. So right now you've got that particular, I'm going to elongate that so you can see more clearly. Move that there, put that there. So effectively what you've got is this support line that Vechain's created for itself, because you've got a nasty pattern in there. It's a reversal pattern, and it's something that needs to be taken very seriously, because if you start to lose this key level of support consistently, you're looking at a larger correction down to test this support level here, because you've got like effectively a left shoulder ahead, and if you do start to come up and do something like this, okay, where it gets choppy, you're being suppressed by the EMAs, you're in resistance, you're back testing support of this, the more you sort of fail to get through, the more the bias towards breaking down. And if you do start to break down, because you can see here, you effectively had the left shoulder there, it started to break down, but then you found a level of support, and it's called a throwback. So you've come back into the pattern, so to speak. So right now, if you start to lose this key level of support, 019, you could see a further correction right there for Vechain, from the top down to there of around 12%. So you will be looking at effectively coming back down and testing this lower low right there, which is not necessarily a good thing, because like I said to you, if you start to lose that and close that on the daily, then you are looking at that deeper wave C pullback, because it's a reversal pattern off a double M, well, the double top pattern, so to speak, on a daily time frame there that I've shown you multiple times. So yeah, it's a crucial time effectively, but in all of this, if Vechain can go on now and sort of do something like this, okay, where it breaks these EMAs back to support and goes on and makes a higher than that, then it invalidates this rollover pattern at the moment that it's creating for itself for Vechain. Because if it does, then obviously lose support down there, you're going to go down and you're going to test this level there, and in itself, if it does start to lose this particular level of support, the 09134, then you could be looking at a lovely little short opportunity down there of around 12% for Vechain to come retest that support base down there. And I would imagine, if you do start to see the close on the daily below that, then you are looking at that deeper correction down there for Vechain. And I just want to remind people, they get bog-sided. I know we're in consolidation, but you know, something that's happened before does not necessarily mean it can't happen again. And this particular correction from a top down to that wick bottom there was around 50%. So you can see that if this is the top, okay, and we're going to correct any more, and we do correct another 50%, then you're looking at why you could potentially pull back to that C wave pullback right down there, which is I think it's a golden ratio on a weekly retracement there for Vechain. I can't quite remember why we've got that particular level anyway, but I would imagine as you know, as you go down, you've already retested this swing low there. Do you see that? So potentially you might not get as far as that, but if we do come to that bridge, we'll come to that as we come to it, because you may just potentially look at the previous swing high just there. If you do get that correction, okay, around about 12 cents, if it does come, that's all a big if, because right now you are holding support relatively well. You've been bought back up, which shows strength. You are holding, but I'm always going to show you the possible outcomes, of course. So it's basically chop. Looks like I've said to you in numerous videos, this is chop. It's sideways, up, down. Get excited that you're breaking out. You're going to retrace. No, you come back down. But at least you're holding support. So relatively at the moment, it's golden. But right now, if you continue to sort of come back up and paint this pattern, you're looking at that reversal, and it carries out that sort of head and shoulders bearish pattern right there for Vechain. So do keep an eye on that particular key level of support at 093, which is actually the 0382 extension right there for Vechain on the retracement. So yeah, just keep an eye on that. Hopefully it doesn't come to that, and we do get the pickup, and we continue now in this bull market, and we've had all this consolidation, we've had this ABC, and we get it out the window, and we crack on with this bull market for Vechain. But I'll always show you the possible outcomes. So right, if you was to start seeing Vechain break this particular key level, which is the EMAs at the moment, that's your resistance, okay, because unless you break through that, you've got no resistance, have you? So you're hitting your head, that's your resistance. If you do start to see it get through that, then do anticipate, you know, you could potentially just see a little march on right now to test the golden ratio again. So you could be looking at a lovely little 10% trade there. If it starts to break it, back test its support for continuation, I would imagine it'd just get through that 050, because you can see each time it's gone through the 050 after bouncing around here support, it just melts through and it goes through. Look here, we sort of went through and it attacked the golden ratio there. So you could see continuation, a nice little 10% long there for Vechain, providing it starts to get through the EMAs. That's what you need to see. Don't go long here, you wait for confirmation. That's how you do it. Always wait for confirmation. So you see the confirmation by back testing, just like here, okay? You were in bearish cross down here. Very similar situation you're looking at, but it's a little bit high, which is good. I do like to see that. This particular sort of throwback and fallback is higher than this. So you got the bearish cross, you was under it, you were struggling. And then all of a sudden you got through. What do you do? Back test, boom, you're off. And look at that beautiful long opportunity up there to test the golden ratio. So that's potentially what you could be looking at. Very similar scenario what went over here, but if you look, you're higher. Do you see that? So you're still effectively making sort of high lows effectively on the grand scheme of things, but you're just sort of rolling a little bit. So that's basically Vechain. Like I said to you, it's going to get choppy and flat, and I've given you the key levels of support right there that you can't afford to lose. If you do start losing them, you could look at potentially doing something like this, and then you're creating this big inverse head and shoulders pattern with the correction down to sort of that sort of level there. So do keep an eye on that key level of support right there for Vechain. That's basically Vechain. Little update for you today. Stay strong, stay healthy, most importantly stay tuned, and hopefully Vechain bounces in and continues now, because it's getting frustrating. I know it is. Take care everybody. Bye bye.